So, are we live or not? I believe we are. Huh. Okay, you have New Year there. Yeah, because I remember the Hebrew New Year is different, that you measure years in a different way. It's great to see you all. It's great to be with you. Huh. So, hi there, Vina. Hi there, Polyglot. Hi, Ronan. Let's see. Hi, Sunset. Hi, Vitali. It could well be. My spelling is awful, Vitali. Hi there, Count Beauty. Hi, Sunset. Ronan. Vibes. Patricia. Valentine. And I think that's probably... And Manji. Oh, she'll probably be back in a second. So let's see what the connection is going to be like. I'm a little worried about it again. Well, typical, we start and the connection just gets a lot worse. Okay, so okay, that's better. That's certainly on. Okay, next stream on Tuesday 27th at 9:30 UK time. It'll be a very good experience for you, Sunset Vibes, because you'll find how people really speak. It can be a bit of a shock. Great to see you, David. Lovely to have you. Okay, so we're going to start with some of this fill in the gaps. Good evening, Oksana. Great to have you. Good to know you're still safe. That's great. So, yes, this is the one where you've got to invent the words. So, let's start. This one's about a hurricane that's, well, it was in the Caribbean, and now it's coming to Canada. Hey, Buenos Aires. Hi, Arif, and hi, Manisco as well. Lovely to have you both. So, Hurricane Fiona. This is actually the headline. Canada for historic extreme event. Hi Hassan, great to have you. Okay, good. Well, I do my best. We change that. We do things about the things we can change, and the internet services provider we have to put up with. Okay, so you need an S there, David. Yes, prepares. That would do quite nicely. That's definitely the meaning. I don't believe it, Ronan. That's quite amazing, Ronan. You need an S. Vitali is heading. Canada is bracing. Huh. You need an S. You need an S. It's third person. It's third person. Canada is, as Vitali and Oksana puts, is heading, is bracing. Yeah. Yes. Candy braces. I love it. That's definitely the corrector. Is waiting. Yeah, waiting works quite nicely, Count Beauty. It's lovely to see you, Manji. Canada is bracing itself. You definitely need the S. You definitely need the S. Yeah? And good evening, Banti. So, prepares from Valentine, is bracing from Manji. Namaste, Banti. I see Canada as a country. Otherwise, Canadians, without the S, will be facing, yeah, as a country of many people. But if you think about... No, it needs to be singular. Yeah? It's got to be singular. Think about it, Ronan. Israel is or Israel are? It's got to be is. Greetings, Mukul. Bears. No. Bears is going to bear. Doesn't quite work at sunset. He is going to bear. I'm very impressed with the number of you that started with this word brace. Yeah, it's got to be third person singular though. So let's go straight into the first answer. Quite impressive. So Hurricane Fiona, Canada braces for historic extreme event. To brace is to hold yourself in position. Yeah. To brace, to hold yourself so you don't get thrown around. You don't get into. You don't get thrown around. So Canada braces. Let's see. I think more normally we would use a continuous tense, but as this is the headline, they've used a present simple. Yeah. And I think probably more naturally, if it wasn't a headline, is bracing. Well done, Ronan. Yeah, you're the first one in there, but various other people got there as well with it. Awaits. I like awaits. Okay, so David, the reason is this is a headline. Yeah, it's the title. And very often, I quite agree with you. Normally as well, we would put for a historic extreme event. But as it's a title, very often they take out the articles. I quite agree with you, David. Yes, but Ronan, Liverpool is a team, yeah, or a place. Canada is only a country. And notice you can say Liverpool win or wins. You can say both. Good evening, Rainyard. Is to brace itself for. I quite like it. Is being on the headlines. Is in the headlines. Is gearing up for, Jaded. Is gearing up for. Is staging. If you stage it, you are the person, the organizer, Patricia. Embrace. I think if they embrace a historic extreme event, they're really happy about it. No, I don't think they're very happy about it. So hi there yet. Battens down the hatches for. I love batten down the hatches. Yeah? It's get ready for, prepare for something extreme. Okay. So let's go to the next one. Let's see. So hundreds of people are without power as Hurricane Fiona to Canada's Atlantic coast. So this one's a little bit more difficult. I'm impressed with all of you. That was good, very good indeed. I like that gearing up for as well, and I like batten down the hatches. Yeah, awaits. Notice polyglot, no e in awaits. It's just AITS at the end, Polly. Okay, hundreds of people are without power to okay, so the first one's easy. Yeah, good work there by Polly, Ronan, Vibes, Vitali, Manisco, and I'm sure by the... So notice, David, approaches. Approach doesn't take the preposition to. Yeah? As Hurricane Fiona approaches Canada's Atlantic coast. To the Canadas. You can't say the Canada. It would say as Hurricane Fiona approaches Canada's Atlantic coast. Now, this one's more difficult, definitely. This is one you're going to have to think about. So, let's see. Let me... I have a feeling, let's give you a hint here with this one. So thousands for Sunset, for Mukul, for Patricia, for Jaded, hundreds of thousands for Count, for Valentine. Heads to, you still need another word in the next one, Vitali. So thousands for Vina and Manji. Okay, so we've got one that actually fits. As Hurricane Fiona sets to reach Canada's Atlantic coast. That's very good, Mukul. You're the first person I've seen who wants to use this too in an infinitive, and that's works much better. So we can't have a "the" here. The Canada's Atlantic coast, the Atlantic coast of Canada. Gets okay. So thousands for Vina, heads to hit, good polyglot. That would work. Okay. From to. No, that doesn't work, Vina. Strikes to, Count Beauty, no to with strike. Strikes Canada's coast. Ooh, sunset threatens to reach. That's much better. I like that a lot, sunset. Moves to. Okay, moves to, yes, Vina. It started to hit it. Yes, it started, Eddie. It's there. So as Hurricane Fiona looms over Canada's Atlantic coast. Yeah, that too is a real problem. Heads to, and then put an infinitive after that, heads, Valentine. Heads to destroy, like David Lutz has put. Yes, that's good, David. So, approach to. No, approach doesn't have to. Northern Canada's, that's very inventive. Well done. Northern would fit here. If this was a preposition, northern works. That's good, Rainyard. Heads to crush. Okay, that's good, Valentine. Emerges to strike. That's great, Vibes. Heads to ravage. That's good, Manji. Threatens to hit. Good, Ronan. To invade. That's good, Patricia. To vast Canada's. Unfortunately, it would be Canada's vast Atlantic coast, Count. Threatens to hit. Good, Ronan. Heads to make Canada's Atlantic coast a disaster area. Need something more. Okay, let's see, Vina. Is about to reach. As Hurricane Fiona is about to reach. Batters to the ground. I would say so. Batters Canada's Atlantic coast to the ground. Yeah, because normally in English we have the direct object, which would be batters Canada's Atlantic coast to the ground. Is to make, you see what? To make landfall on Canada's is to make, I guess make works, but it's not a very good one, Vitali. Manage to reach. Okay, managed to reach, I guess. I would prefer has managed to reach, but that's good. Gets to devastate. As, yes, I guess it's a bit informal count, but it works. Continues to advance towards. Okay, Jaded. Shifts to wreck. That's good. Shifts to wreck. Yeah. I'm not so happy with shifts, but to wreck is a good verb. Continues to ravage. That's very good, David. To assail. I love it, Patricia. Hello, Falern. Love it too. Is to devastate. Yes, Vitali. I love it. Okay, let's see. Rainyard. Rushes to. Prepares to strike. That's good as well, Patricia. Okay, let's put up the answer. Heads to crush. That works as well, Eddie. Sails. Nope, doesn't work, Mukul. So, in the original, they said hundreds of thousands of people, you all got this thousands, which is good, are without power, as Hurricane Fiona began to batter Canada's Atlantic coast. So to batter, to hit again and again and again. Crawls to invade. Invade works quite nicely, Polly, but the crawl not so hot. Okay, so began to batter, to hit again and again, or maybe to dip in batter. No. Okay, so let's try the next one. I've got 3 in a row this time. Yeah, you're always brilliant. You're a fabulous group. To wreak havoc. Notice Rainyard. W-R-E-A-K. Wreak havoc. Batter means to hit again and again and again and again. Yeah? To batter. A battering ram. Nobody considered began, and starts would have fitted very nicely as well. Okay, so I like that gosh, Oksana, by the way. So parts of Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island and New Brunswick are experiencing as an arrow, Vitali. Congratulations. It's a very good collocation. Well done, Vitali. Okay. Yes, count. So, let's see. For the first one, we've got torrential for Vitali and Count, torrential for Ronan, heavy for Valentine, strong rain. Yeah, that works. Ooh, that's very good for the second pair sunset. Incessant rain and winds. I like incessant, it's very good. Heavy, that works nicely. Heavy rain at the speed of. So, notice Vina, at speeds of would fit. So, I'm going to write that. At speeds of. Here the person who the 2 people who've done this one are Vitali and Sunset Vibes. Heavy rain, absolutely. Gusting at speeds of. Winds gusting at speeds of. Yes, definitely. That definitely works, David. So, Empul, or is that Empuli? Empuli. Extreme rain. Yeah, extreme rain. Polly goes for heavy rains. Yeah? Okay, so let's wait for a couple more, but we're doing very well. I would say thunderclaps, claps of thunder. Reaching up to. Okay, this is very good. So, sporadic rain. Yeah, that works very nicely. Torrential rain at speeds of for Javed. Okay, so at the velocity of. Okay, so torrential rain. Very, very good. Vitali was first in there with that one. And winds of up to. I love this 3 prepositions in a row. Reaching magnitudes of. That's good. That's good. And winds blowing up to. That's it. Heavy torrential lashing rain. As far as. You need this up to for learn. Yeah? Okay, so reaching was very good. You can say reaching a speed of or reaching speeds of. Notice, because this is in various times. Yeah? They're various different. Blowing up to. That works as well, Ronan. You can say a speed of or speeds of. The racers reach speeds of 100 miles an hour. Yeah? Okay? If you say a speed of, it's only one time. Speeds of, there can be various different times. Okay, so and winds of up to 148 kilometers an hour. Torrential, very heavy. A torrent is a huge flow, Mokul. A river can be a torrent, yeah? Okay, so torrential, moving in a torrent. Yo Leffy, great to have you. Magnitude, yes, magnitude is better for an earthquake. Yeah, of a magnitude of 7 on the Richter scale. Okay, so up to around. That's very good, Npuli. I love it. I hope none of you get conscripted. So, very heavy. Yes, to describe a rain, to describe a huge flow. The Canadian Hurricane Centre, ahead of its arrival, that Fiona could be a historic extreme event with expected power and I think the last one is probably quite open. So the Canadian Hurricane Centre, ahead of its arrival, that Fiona could be a historic extreme event with expected power and okay, so notice that up to is very common, that up to from the previous one. Okay, I think that works, Sunset. Oh, and that definitely works as well. Yeah, and that works as well. So, informed. So we've got estimates from Sunset, informed from Oksana, forecast from Vitali, forecasts from Sunset. Notice, forecast in the past, forecasts with an S in the present. So both forecast and forecasts are valid. Okay. Yeah, forecast that, estimates that, informed that. Those are all good, all good possibilities. Okay. It could be a historic extreme event with expected power and so you want to think of some words linked to extreme weather and the result of it. Okay, is ahead of its arrival. No, but no, that doesn't work there, Count Beauty. So Patricia goes for forecast, Ronan for forecast, warns. Power loose and flooding. Eddie, you've just done really, really well. You got 2 out of 3 exactly spot on. Okay, so Oksana goes power cuts and outages for Vitali. I love that. Very, very good indeed. So well done, Oksana and Vitali. And well done, Eddie, as well. I'm very impressed, Eddie. Eddie Cuevas, Mr. Caves. Okay. Predicts. I like predicts, Manji. Expected. Yeah. Ahead of its arrival. That works very nicely, Polly. Power cuts and floods. That's very good, Polyglot. Power, velocity and magnitude. You see, I would say with extreme power and magnitude expected, Patricia. Anticipate. I like anticipate, Vina. Cuts or outages. Yes. I like outages more than cuts. It's a better word than the one they actually used in the original. It's a really good word, Vitali. Forecast for Vina. Polly goes for informed for the first one. And Puli goes for reports. Cuts and outages, says Ronan. power blackouts. Power blackouts are Valentine. Power outages and floods for sunset. And damages. Normally damage we use uncountably Valentine and damage. Power cuts, says Patricia. Expects. Yes, definitely Leffy. Power cuts for Manji. Good. Power cuts and floods for Count. Spoke. That's quite good. Spoke ahead of its arrival. I think Spoke works very nicely, Valentine. Power cuts and floods, says Vitali. Power failures. That's good. And deluge. I would probably say and deluges, Manji, but I like that word deluge. It's quite good. Power failure, says Vina as well. I like Vina. So warned, power cut, and devastating repercussions. So the first two you've got absolutely right, Renyard. And Noemi, hi Noemi, predicted power shortages and flooding. I think you're the first person, Noemi, to put flooding for the last one. That's really good. Outages, American, Canadian, English. Yeah, outages and floods, says Npuli. Outages is certainly more American. Yeah, I know you're into Power Rangers. Shortages, power shortages, it's possible. Power failure leading to chaos. So, hello, Trong. So, here we have the original. The Canadian Hurricane Centre warned. I'm not sure who to congratulate, but definitely somebody used warned there ahead of its arrival that Fiona could be a historic extreme event with power cuts and flooding. Good work by all of you. So let's try one more, and then I think probably after this next one we will go to the more traditional form of this. It's going to be a bad one, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said on Friday. Everyone, to stay safe and listen to the of local and in there for the next 24 hours. Yep, the ING exactly, and flooding. Yeah, so Eddie, yes, it was I think it was definitely Eddie who was right in there at the beginning. Warns and flooding for Eddie right at the beginning. Yes, that was you, Eddie. Definitely. Well done. You got two bang on and immediate. Good evening, Army Mules. Power disruptions, that's good. Floods and flooding. One's countable, one's uncountable. Sunset. I don't think there's a great deal of difference. Yes, well done. So, we urge everyone. I love that word urge, Polly, and from Vitali. Sunset says advise. Ronan goes we urge. We advise with an S, because notice, Vitali, advice with a C is a noun. To advise with an S, advice with a C. We ask. That works very nicely, Valentine. Local authorities for Vitali. That's good, Vitali. We warn everyone. No, Alvina. We warn everyone. We warn everyone. That's good, Count. Announced. I like announced. We've expected power outage and downpours with an S. We entreat everyone. I like that verb, entreat. Sunset goes for advise. Yes, advice is the noun. Radio and well done. Well done with that hang. That's very good, slow sunset. Notice this in there. Yeah, and in there. That's very, very good, sunset. We urge to listen to the instructions. That's good, Noemi. The announcements. Listen to the radio to the advice of local radio and hang in there. That's pretty good, Sunset. You got the hard one absolutely right. To the broad, I would say, we ask everyone, this is Oksana, to listen to the announcement of local authorities and, that's good, Oksana, to the broadcasts of local radio and TV. But you've got the problem of the in there count for the last bit. That's good though. We want everyone to listen to the advice of the authorities and hang. Thank you, Leffy. Of local authorities for Noemi, that's good. Hang in there. That's it, Oksana. Yeah? To listen to the warnings of local authorities, good. Want for army mules, that's fine. The injunctions. Yeah, injunctions worth to the advice. Good, Patricia. Listen to the advice. Yeah, that's it, Vitali. The advice of. I'm sorry, that's my bad, Vitali. And stay in there. To the announcements of local councils. Listen to the announcements. I'm sorry, Vitaly, I got my position wrong. To hold in there. No, to hang in there, as you put in the second one, Ronan. To the instructions. Okay, radio, definitely, Patricia. Plead. Of local broadcasting. Oh, to the broadcasting, to the broadcasts, I think, Manji, of local radio, and hang in there. Yes. Okay. We advise everyone to stay safe and listen to the warnings of the local emergency services and stay tuned in there and stay indoors in there. Okay, so here are the answers. Stay indoors for 24 hours. So it's going to be a bad one. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said on Friday, we advise everyone to stay safe and to listen to the instructions of local authorities and hang in there. So to hang in there, not to give up. Yeah, to hang in there. Don't give up. Don't become depressed. Just maintain your position. So, Sorong, tell, announcement, local authority, but B for the last one. So, definitely for this, hang in there. It's Sunset who got that one. And that was the hard one. Local media. Yes, Valentine, local media works quite nicely. Okay, so, yeah, you're all rocking today. You're wonderful at this. So, let's see. Let's start this now. Okay, this is an article about the problems that that the world is going to face in the future. Of local authorities. I think of local authorities generally, David, or of the local authorities, the specific ones there. It could be both, David. Yeah? Remain in there. I guess, Patricia, but this hang in there, that in there is a very good phrase. Okay, Philem, we adjure everyone to stay safe and listen to the guidelines of local authorities, of the local authorities. Yes, Leffy, definitely. It is a bit informal, but this is, notice he's speaking. To stay put. Okay, so now we're into the new one. Proper reflection on what about us we might want to preserve takes time. It should pull, draw, get, push on a wide range of perspectives about what it means to be human, Nicholas Agar at Victoria University told BBC Future. So, we've got draw on for Vibes, for Valentine, for Vitali, for Leffy. Hello, Abid. Hang in there. Yep, it's a good phrase for learn. Draw on for Oksana and Count. Stay in there. Yes, but hang in there's better. Draw the curtains. Absolutely, Leffy. Well done, Noemi, and Trong as well. Well done. To draw on. You draw on your experience, as have Patricia and Ronan in finding that answer as well. Okay, so you draw on a resource, you draw on your experience, because your experience is a resource. Yeah? It's not going to be pull on, get on, push on, no. To draw on. Okay, it's to draw, to pull, absolutely. Okay, so let's go to the next one, and this'll start to get moving as well. It sounds more proper, absolutely. Yep, to draw on your experience, to draw on the things you know, to draw on your knowledge. Absolutely Truong. Okay, and the next one then. It's difficult to set aside this time for ethical reflection when technological possibilities seem to be coming thick and fast, hard, quick, rapid. And this is definitely a collocation. So, Sunset, to draw on your experience. So, and it's difficult to set aside time for this ethical reflection when new technological possibilities seem to be coming thick and, yes, to draw on, to make use of. Absolutely, Vitali. This is a collocation, definitely. To tap into. Yes, Patricia. To draw on, to tap into. Okay, so we've got fast for Leffy and quick for Valentine. Thick and fast for Ronan and fast for Vitali. Thick and quick. It sounds very musical. Yes, it does. It really does. It seems to be coming thick and quick. I quite like that, actually. Thick and quick for Oksana as well. Thick and quick for Count Beauty. Thick and fast for Noemi and for Learn and for Sunset and for Vina. Just because it rhymes. So, this is a collocation. Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, yeah, it's a very good guess, Oksana. Which one, Patricia? Fast or hard? Vibe says come thick and fast. It's a rhyme. Thick and quick is a great rhyme, but unfortunately it's not the right answer. Yeah? Come thick and quick. I think that I would like to change this collocation to thick and quick, but it's not. Thick and hard, no Tarong. No rhyming this time. Exactly, Oksana. Then they don't always rhyme. Okay, so let's see. This one is definitely a collocation. Thick and fast. It's the only thing that fits. Things come thick and fast. Yeah? I much prefer thick and quick, but it's not the right answer, unfortunately. Thick and hard. So Hamid, unfortunately, it's thick and fast. That's it, Patricia. Thick and fast. Exactly. Yes. Oh, I'm glad you read that. Thick and fast. It are. Tic tac toe. It are. It at all. The I comes first in that ablaut reduplication for Learn. They're getting less. It's down to about 10 days, 9 days, Ronan. So, Rohi, great to have you. Thick and fast, rapidly and in great number. Absolutely. Come hell or high water. Okay, a more aged population than ever before. Thick and hard, no Hamid. It's thick and fast. Thick and fast. Thick and fast is the collocation. So, here we go. This is now about the aging population. We won't just be wrestling with the fact that the world's population is exploding, bursting, blasting, popping. But people are living longer than ever too, which is great. But all those senior citizens are going to require care. Thick, hard and fast. If you put the hard in, yes. Yeah. Is booming. So Leffy chooses one that isn't there, but it's a good one. I like booming, Leffy. So Valentine says exploding. Sunset says bursting. Polly goes for exploding. So does Ronan for learn. Noemi. Boomer. Are you a baby boomer, Leffy? Yeah, you're definitely a lot younger than me. Yeah. Exploding. Yes, for Trong. Exploding for Vitali and for Naina as well. Yeah. I think popping, if you look at this one, pop, is like a balloon that you've been blowing up pop, with a pin. Exploding for Renyard. Exploding for Patricia. That's brilliant. Okay, yes. Exploding for Count. And exploding for Vina. Very definitely. We say very often there's this phrase, an explosion in population. Unfortunately, Eddie, popping doesn't work. Exploding for Rohi. Okay. No, so you're not in that group. Ronan. Okay. So let's see. The answer to this one is exploding. Population exploding. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I love that. I think. I definitely don't belong to the millennial generation. Yeah, because you were 20 when 2000 came, Ronan. Yeah, good to see you, Raj. It's a good age, Leffy. Okay, definitely millennial. Definitely. Okay, so let's try the next one. Next one's quite easy. Well, quite easy. So, in fact, the 0, A and the and 0, number of centenarians, people 100 years old, will increase more than 50 times from 500,000 today to over 26 million by 2100. Bursting with emotion. Yeah, I think that's quite right, Tarong. Yeah? So, let's see. Before which? Wow, Manji, thank you. That's really kind of you. I'm looking at Vitali's comma. Before which, as in to which. Yeah, definitely with that one. Okay, so, wow, thank you, Manji, again. So, we've got the for Polly, for Sunset, for Noemi. Blast pertains to a sound or an explosion as well for learn. So, Cuckoo goes for A. Trong goes for thee. Leffy for thee. Thank you, Manji. Have a great Durga Purja. Yeah? So, Durga is going to win again, Manji. And thee for Vitali, for Count, for learn. Valentine goes A and Ni. Okay, a number only. Ronan, let's see. Think about this. You hopefully will be one of them. I hope you are, Leffy. A number of centenarians will increase. Okay. Any age is good for one if you can. I quite agree with you, Patricia. And Leffy at it again. Thank you, Manji. A and the number. Oksana says number of. Patricia, the number of. Durga, it's a Hindu festival to celebrate the victory of Durga over her evil enemy. Yeah? Veena goes for thee. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Leffy can only think in dollars, Ronan. The for Veena. And A for Rohi. Good. You even remember the lesson. That's great. Thank you, Ronan. Okay, the number for Veena. Trong, it must be the, because we're talking about a specific thing. Thank you, Trong. And Adash, good evening. William, so Sharon goes for A and the. So here, number. This number is very specific. Let's see, if you said a number of centenarians, though that means some of the centenarians who are alive today. But no, a number of centenarians live until they're 120. Thank you, Manji. Okay. It's not a number, because a number means a group of, yeah, but not all of them. It's the specific number. But but it's the specific number in this case, because the number of centenarians, it's a very specific number. Yeah, you don't start a sentence with which. It goes comma which. Yeah, absolutely. I quite agree with you, Vitali. But it's still the expectation of the specific number. And Sherwin, lovely to see you. Because if you say, look, Ronan, if you say a number of centenarians, it means a group of a number of people. It starts a relative clause, absolutely, Vitali. It's lovely to have you, Sherwin. And Leffy's going to reach 100. Think it over, Ronan, because it's the specific number. Yeah, in this case. Okay, so in 21 million, the number will be 26 million. Yep, it's the specific number. Notice they've put the number as well. The number is 26 million. It can only be the. And okay, and the next one's really, really, really easy. I'm going to dump the next one because it's just a mistake. Okay, so centenarians. Okay, I hope you do. Yeah, centenarians, the number, but it's the number of centenarians, very definitely. Okay, you look back on fond memories. You'll remember me, Leffy, thank you. Okay, so, let's see. In the next couple of decades, as that increase starts to happen, we'll need better care for the elderly. Japan is even eyeing robots and perhaps courses, tactics, policies, conducts, attitudes to allow more immigrants to try and make up for aging workforces and in some cases declining birth rates. Thank you. Yeah, the UK, very definitely. But I even had a the with it. Okay, so thank you, Manji, and thank you, Leffy. Thank you for the nice things you're saying. So let's see. We've got policies from Valentine, policies from Noemi, policies from Count. Policies from Sunset and Oksana and Vitali. Tactics, says Nina. Policies and immigrants go hand in hand. I think that's very good, Valentine. So Nina says tactics. Tactics is normally either in a battle in the military or in a game. Yeah? Tactics to allow. I think tactics might work, perhaps tactics, but policies is talking about political ideas. So policies for Sharon, for Kuku, for Ronan, for Adash, has set its sight on, it's eyeing, it's looking at it, yeah? Has its sights on policies for Manisco, policies for Patricia, policies for Vina, yeah? A policy is thinking about laws or ways of trying to promote certain things. Policies. So conduct is the way you act. An attitude is the way a person thinks about a thing, yeah. But a policy, a government policy, covenants, ways, strategies. I like ways and strategies. Definitely, David. Policies for Learn, brilliant. And policies for Renyard as well. Okay, this one is definitely Policies. Policies. Very definitely. Okay, policies. IES? Or is it YS? That looks better. The number of singular, a number of plural. Yeah, the number is a number are. That's very good, Vitali. I like that. Okay, policies. Horses for courses. Let's see, Leffy. If you bet the horse that you bet on, it depends on the course that the horse is running. So some things do well in one situation, but other things do well in a different situation. Yeah? So on a really wet, rainy day, maybe one horse is good to bet on, but on a very sunny day and a very long course, then another horse is good to bet on. So, Leffy, it just means different people are good at different things. Yeah? Okay? So I'm pretty good at languages, but when it comes to keeping my room tidy, I'm a total disaster. Horses for courses. Policies, as the word immigrants is there, says Rohi. Okay. Policies. IES. Policies. Each to their own, that's the idea. An ordinance is a law, Sherwin. A policy is just trying to promote something. Yeah? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Each to each their own. That works, yeah. Different people are good at different things. So, lost cities. You don't need to look very hard in a place like Miami to see how cities are changing in the 21st century. Uprising, rising, emerging, lifting, raising sea levels are gradually making some of them disappear. Okay, so vocab, great to have you. And thank you for the IES policies. IES. You see, my spelling is absolutely terrible. Okay. So, lost cities. Yeah? Okay, so, which is it? Uprising, rising, emerging, lifting, raising sea levels. Okay, so we're starting to get some answers. That's from Leffy Trong. Yeah? Horses for courses. So, let's see. Raising for count. Rising for Polly, rising for Leffy, rising for Sunset, rising for Sharon, rising for Noemi, rising for Oksana. Hoodoo. Hoodoo. It's not a very common word. At which point my pen gives up. Okay. Raising for Ronan. Hoodoo. No, it's worked. Hoodoo. Okay. Rising for Vina. Vitali says rising. Valentine goes for rising. Count for rising. Nina, Patricia, Manisco for Patricia for rising. But Manisco and Renyard for raising. Manji for rising. Thank you, Bruno. Okay, so uprising. This is a revolution. Emerging. Come out of an emerging market. He emerges from his cave, lifting, to lift, to pick up. Ronan says raising. Badakwa. Okay, and Rohi says rising. So, raising sea levels. If you say raising sea levels, you're saying somebody is making the sea levels rise. But no, because there is no direct object. It says the sea levels are rising. Yeah? It's rising for sure. Uprising. Uprising is talking about a revolution. Okay. Yeah, definitely Leffy. I think particularly in the east, in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so it's definitely rise because the sea level is rising, and here rising is acting as a modifier for sea levels, increasing. People are raising the sea level, but we've got no people here, and that's the point. The sea level is rising, yeah, are changing. If we had the word people raising sea levels, definitely Ronan. But no, there are no people, yeah. People raising sea levels, yes, but rising sea levels, yeah. The levels are rising. It's definitely rising. So people raising, but sea levels rising, and here this rising, it's a modifier for it. Let's go for the next one. Okay. But they're implied, but they're not used in the grammar, Ronan, and that's the point. Okay, so brought, resulted, fueled, aroused, land of the rising sun. That's very good, Leffy, thank you. Subject object nuances. Subject and object in English are an incredibly difficult subject. Yeah, they're an incredibly difficult theme. Yeah, they sound easy and they're really, really horribly difficult. Okay, so brought, resulted, fueled, aroused by climate change. Not only are floods becoming more common in the streets, but the changing weather patterns have also influenced building design. No, it's possible for people to raise sea level by melting the ice. Yeah, that's the idea, Sunset. People are raising sea levels whilst they're having a bath, definitely. So we've got fueled for Leffy, for Vitali, for Sharon, for Count, for Noemi. There was an uprising because of rising hemlines. And there were some raised eyebrows too. Very good, Patricia. Resulted in. Doesn't work. Good, Sunset. Aroused by. But if you're aroused, this normally talks about sexually aroused. So Nina, resulted by. No, resulted doesn't fit. It's to result in. Fueled by, says Manji. Rises intransitive and raises transitive. Absolutely, Vitali. No, it's not resulted. Not resulted, Chirong. Patricia says fueled by. Great to have you, Ganga Tahar. We're at the point of finishing. Okay. Yeah, we can definitely talk about it. Rise and raise is a problem, Ronan. Yeah. No, they're definitely not. Brought by. No, brought about by. The M dash, okay, could be replaced with a semicolon. It results in the rise. Their acts result in the rise of sea level. Yeah. Okay, resulting from. Yeah. Induced by, induced fits very well. Resulted by, doesn't work, Chirong. Fueled by, says Rainyard. Promoted by, fed by, both of those would work, David. Fueled by for Vina. Resulted, no. Resulted, no. Yeah, I love the hemlines. I love hemlines. Short hemlines are something that definitely I'm aroused by. Okay, so the only one that works, well, so brought about by climate change. A result of climate change. Aroused doesn't fit. Brought about by, fueled by, F-U-E-L-L-E-D. Fueled by, impelled by, pushed by, caused by. Yeah, fueled by. Accelerated by. That's very good, David Lutz. Thank you, David. So, fueled by climate change. Yeah, this is fueled by. It's propelled by. It's pushed forwards by. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to stop there. Well done, all of you. You've worked really, 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 really hard. Yeah? So, let's see. I just want to go back to Ronan a second. Rising prices. Yeah? Rising prices. Inflation is causing prices to rise. Inflation raises prices. Yeah? So rising prices, rising sea levels, rising energy levels, rising consumption, caused by, absolutely. So, prompted by, that works, Hassan, definitely. Brought on by, caused by. So, propelled by. Yeah. Thank you so much, all of you. So, thank you, Polly. Thank you, Trong. Thank you, Manji. Thank you, Vitali. Thank you, Valentine. And Manji again. Thank you again, Manji. Thank you, Valentine. Thank you, Sunset. Thank you, Leffy. Thank you, Ronan. Thank you, Hassan. Thank you, Count. Thank you, David. Thank you, Falern. Thank you, Polly. Thank you, Trong. Thank you, Patricia and Rohi and Vina and Renyard. Wow, there are lots of people here. And Falern. And who else? And Nina. Thank you, Nina. And Noemi. Thank you. And Sharon. And who else? And Valentine. Who else have I missed? And Adash. And Bruno. And Manisco. And Vina. And Oksana as well. And to Leffy and to all of you. Thank you, all of you. And an especially kind thank you to Manji for her donation, and happy festival. Yeah? Happy, yeah, that's it. Happy Durga Pujan, Manji. It's wonderful. So thank you, Kana. Thank you, Novice. Thank you, Adarsh. Thank you, Gangathar. Thank you, Tatik. Tataik. And yes, thank you, Atena, as well. So I'll see you all on Tuesday with a bit of luck. Let's see. Let me put this here. Thank you, Reynard. It's wonderful to have you. Pas de quoi means not at all. Yeah, it's nothing. Don't mention it. Yeah, it means there's no reason why. There is no reason to thank me. Not at all. Yeah, I think, Vitaly, I would say pas de quoi, not at all. Yeah, about nothing, nothing to thank me for. Yeah, so that's lovely, Manji. Thank you. So next stream on Tuesday. What's the date? 27th of Sept at 9:30 a.m. UK time. That's brilliant. Okay, so ciao everybody. It's wonderful to see you. Okay.